Howdy and welcome to this segment of GCA Today. I'm James Martinez, president of the Guam Contractors Association. And today's program will talk about a golf tournament that's coming up to raise money for scholarships over the GCA Trades Academy. And as our guest today, we have Mr. Mark Cruz, sales manager of MidPac Far East, who so happens to be the chairman of the golf fundraising committee this year. Mark, we're going to be in our 29th year for this golf fundraising tournament.
That's correct.
And this is how many years have you been involved in the tournament since it started, or since you became involved?
Wow, I gotta say about maybe 10.
Yeah, it's been a few years.
About 10 years, yeah.
Okay. And so what are we expecting for this year's golf tournament?
We're just out there to have fun. And we don't call it a tournament, actually we call it a golf fundraiser. And the fundraiser is to raise scholarships for the Trades Academy, the GCA Trades Academy. That is our main goal, to raise money for them. And our sponsors this year, I'm not sure how many years they've been the sponsor. Take Care is our premier sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
Our co-sponsor is
IP&E
and Matson. Yeah. So right now, that's pretty much what we have.
Okay. How about the who, what, and where?
Okay.
When is the tournament?
Okay. The who would be anyone who wants to play.
Okay.
Especially contractors. We like to see contractors out there, or their employees, or their friends, or their family. It doesn't really make a difference. It's June 4th, 11 a.m. showtime, 12 o'clock shotgun start. Or is it 12:30? It might be 12:30. I've got to double check that. It's at the GICC, Guam International Country Club up in Derrida.
Mm-hmm.
They just finished a major renovation. I heard the number 2 million that they were given to put in new sprinkler systems and redo of course, and order new carts. So I'm hoping everything is done by the time we're there, and that's pretty much it.
And what type of format do we normally use for the this golf fundraising tournament?
It's a 3-man team,
mm-hmm.
select shot. So basically, you have 18 holes. You can only use 6 drives from each team player. Yes, and then once you pick that drive, you alternate hitting. You also get a shot as long as you're not on the green.
Mm-hmm.
The green you alternate. Who does the putts? Correct.
Yeah, and that kind of makes it fair, because then you've got a hard hitter that can hit 200 plus 300 yards even maybe.
Yeah,
and they can only hit 6 times, because if they hit all 18 holes,
if they hit all 18
there's no
holes,
challenge there, right?
Yeah, there really isn't too much of a challenge, and you really want to alternate the putting, because in previous years, some people didn't read the rules right, and they would all take a putt from the same position on the green.
Okay. Yeah.
So if someone went right, then the guy behind him would alter his shot just a little, and if he didn't alter it enough, the third guy did, and all of a sudden they've got a birdie.
So once that hole,
once the ball is on the green,
it's on the green,
yeah,
and is putted the first time, and it doesn't go in a hole, then the next player would then put it from that position.
Correct.
Towards the hole.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So it's not hitting the same ball 3 times
exactly
when it's on the green, and that's what happened. I think that caused some delays also in the last couple games.
Yes.
A couple tournaments.
And I think basically some people didn't really understand the rules, so they bent them and they got a really low score because they were able to make birdies.
Mm-hmm. And I think this is the second time we're doing this, second year in a row we're doing this, but we typically have the, at least in past tournaments, we usually have the tee-off times in the morning, but now this is going to be in the afternoon.
Yes.
And we want to encourage the contractor members, especially contractor members, to come out, and we know that a lot of them actually work on Saturdays in the morning, so this way they're kind of free in the afternoon.
Hopefully.
And so hopefully they'll make it out and participate in this year's golf fundraising tournament.
Right, and then we also have 2 barbecue stations.
Oh, okay.
Hot dogs and hamburgers. Thanks to Triple J 5-star for the hot dogs and hamburgers.
Thank you,
for the buns. Yeah, and
so nobody's going to go hungry on the course.
Oh no, and the burgers are great. The meat itself is great, but the 2 barbecue stations season them just right.
Okay.
And the volunteers for the barbecue stations this year are Nawick and Isla Paint and Coating.
And the all important liquid refreshments.
Oh,
Cold
yes,
liquid refreshments. So
yes,
is that going to be available on the course as well?
Of course. And thank you to our sponsors. Currently we have Ambrose and ST Corp, and they've donated a lot of beer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure,
Say liquid refreshment.
Liquid refreshments, and it's free flowing. You can drink as much as you want. We just hope that you drink in moderation if you're the one driving home.
Yeah, good. And apparently your golf game gets better as you go towards the end of the tournament because you've been indulging in adult beverages and adult
You
refreshments.
think your golf game got
Okay.
better?
Well,
Yeah.
as long as you feel good about it, then nothing else matters, right?
Right, and there's a banquet right after,
Okay.
so all the drinking you did on the course, you can relax.
And again, that's on Saturday, June 4th,
Yes,
and that's at the Guam International Country Club
correct.
in Derido.
Mhm.
And you said show time is 11, go time is about 12:30, around that time.
Shotgun style.
Normally, how long does the tournament take when they play
4
golf? About 4 or 5 hours?
4 or 5 hours.
Okay.
And then the banquet at GICC, the head chef there used to be the head chef at the Green Door down at Tumont. So
Oh,
the
okay,
food's
yeah.
going to be excellent.
Great curry over there.
Mhm.
Yep. And so he's the chef at
He's-
GICC, and he's going to be the head cook, I guess, for the
Yes, he
tournament.
will be.
All right. How many golfers do you anticipate participating in this year's event?
Well, we have room for 144,
Okay.
and the past tournaments we've either met that or just come short.
Right.
Previously, one at Leo Pass, I remember we went over.
Mm-hmm.
But we're hoping to get some more golfers because there are a couple of other tournaments that day, the same day, and it's a conflict. But we're hoping that we
Yeah.
get a lot of, at least 120, 130.
Yeah. And we're going through a drought season right now. Is that going to have any effect on the some of the scores that we'll see on June 4th?
Well, the drought may be their score,
The
but
faster greens because of drier greens.
Well, GICC part of that $2 million I saw
Uh-huh.
when I was up there meeting with them. They were putting in a new irrigation
Okay.
system. So hopefully that irrigation system's all up and running and we don't have brown greens.
Okay, very good. And that was for the golf tournament. We encourage all our members, both contractors, especially contractor members and our associates, to participate. And if you have any questions, please contact our GCA office at 647-4840. Let's go segue a little bit into what you do as a full-time job. I know you do this sort of part-time, but sometimes it's full-time, depending on how many times you show up for meetings here at GCA. But let's talk a little bit about Mid-Pac Far East. And I know you guys been great contributors to a lot of our different activities and functions with the Guam Contractors Association, and we commend you for that. But let's talk a little bit about your company, what you guys do, what brands you carry in terms of the types of heavy equipment and equipment that you put on sales. And I know you're part of a conglomerate of other companies. I know Napa is one of them and some other companies within that. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Okay, Mid-Pac Far East is an arm of the JRV Group. The JRV Group is comprised of Mid-Pac Far East, Napa Auto Parts, Commercial Tire Depot, and RKM Properties, which is our property arm. Mid-Pac Far East is the dealer for PACCAR, which makes Kenworth and Peterbilt trucks, also Doosan construction equipment and Doosan forklifts, Bobcat construction equipment. We're also the Cummins dealer for Guam and Micronesia. We also do Cummins Power Generation, which are generators, Extreme telehandlers, Mahindra farm tractors. We do a lot. We also have a full 10-bay service department that can work on all makes and models. We work on other make trucks too. We are also the KME dealer for fire apparatus. 3 of the latest Guam Fire Department fire trucks, fire pumpers, engine pumpers were from us. We won the bid on that. The 2 were from our competitor. And also we also do AEV ambulances. The 10 ambulances that you see on the road for Guam Fire Department, we supplied those. And you'll see 2 brand new KME rescue trucks, Rescue 1 and Rescue 3, that will be pulling basically the boats and the jet skis.
Now, a lot of the equipment that you guys sell and market are these custom-made vehicles? I know you can't just
Yes, they are.
go to a parking lot and say, I like 2 of those,
Nope.
3 of those, and 4 of those, and
Yeah.
can you deliver it tomorrow?
No.
So these have to be custom
looking at
built?
about a year.
Okay. And how long does that usually take? You said about a year?
About a
To
year
do that?
about a year to build and get it here.
Okay, so when you going through a bid process, are those prices hold all the way up until that
Yeah.
year that
Yes,
the vehicles
we
then?
have that agreement with our manufacturers.
Okay, great. Okay, I was just wondering how that would work because I know, you go to a car dealership and you just like this car, like the color, and that's the one you want to get, and then you pretty much order it and take it home with you.
Well, Rescue 1 and Rescue 3, we had until July to deliver, but Chief St. Nicholas said, hey, can I get it here before FestPac? So we did it.
So good, and showcasing that right now during festival.
Yes, they are.
Okay, thanks a lot, Mark. It was great talking to you, and thank you for the service with you do to GCA and to Mid-Pac Far East for being such a great member and a great supporter of all our activities and our different functions. Thank you again.
Thanks for
And
having
we'll
me.
see you again on our next segment of GCA Today. Adios.